What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. I'm not excited about today's video. I'm not gonna lie. I am not excited, but we'll get there in a second. If you're brand new, what's up? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Would love to earn for you to subscribe. So just keep on watching if you like what you see and how I go about debunking some of these MLMers and what they say and what they claim and the money that they claim to make and all of that stuff. Let me know. And if you are an OG, I guess an OG, do we want to call that an OG? Do you guys want to be called an OG? I kind of like it. If you've been around a while, I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to all of the members. You guys are incredible. And I know the Discord is going to go absolutely crazy after this video because of the claims that are being made in it. If you'd like to follow me on social media, here's my handles. I am the most active on Instagram and TikTok, so you can follow me there. And yeah, let's get to today's video. Not happy about this one. This is somebody that is a veteran that's, in my opinion, preying on other veterans. You guys know how I feel about that. I think it's really gross and I don't like it one bit. He's in the alkaline water company, if you will, Enagic. What a weird name too, by the way. And we're going to talk about the income disclosure statement for this company. We're going to talk about some of the claims that he's making. I've provided the sources in the video description, so you can check that out. For those of you that don't know, I used to work in a lab and I have a degree in medical laboratory sciences. I don't talk about that very often because it was a long time ago. And so I'm going to give my lab perspective on some of the claims and also back it up with the CDC website. So you can find all of that in the sources of this video description, along with merch, along with links to my podcast and all kinds of cool stuff. And I get this question often. So I'm going to start saying in my videos, if you are interested in becoming a member, you can click on the very first link in my video description. Just click on the little drop down arrow and it's easier from a computer. Okay, let's get into this video. So this is an MLM. What did we call the guy version? Brohun? What do we call them? I don't know. Anyways, it's a guy. He's a veteran, and he is sitting with his customer, and I'm not even going to describe it. We're just going to get into it. He does not have a microphone. Sounds terrible. You guys know how that goes. So drop your commentary below. Keep it respectful. No ad hominem attacks, stuff like that. And let's go.
I'm here with my good friend Arvin Mendoza, former U.S. Marine Corps and now former U.S. Navy. A lot of vets, when we get out, end up having different health problems, and they don't really teach us that well how to assimilate back into civilian life. So my friend Arvin, he's been...
What does that have to do with an MLM product? I was waiting for him to talk about how when military members get out of the military and how they look for a sense of community, because we are used to a sense of community. And so in my opinion, that makes prior military people, veterans, spouses, I think that they're more susceptible, there it is, to becoming a victim of these companies because they are missing on that community. That's not what he was saying. So he's talking about the health of military members when they get out and not being able to integrate back into civilian life. It has nothing to do. I can't. We're going to keep going.
Struggling with diabetes, insomnia, low energy, and just not feeling well over the years. We changed his water source a few months back. How have you been feeling? And specifically, what results with your blood work have you noticed?
Yes, let's talk about blood work. I would love to see some lab results. I would love that. How cool would it be if he was like, let me back up what I'm saying here with some actual lab results? I would love to be able to see that and to go through them, even though when I worked in the lab, You don't diagnose when you work in the lab, but you understand what certain tests mean because you do them all the time. So I know a lot of the other people that are science people, medical people that watch these, wouldn't you love to see the lab results? But no, he's not going to show us, but he's going to talk about hemoglobin A1C here in a second. And I'm going to break that down for the people that are not medical peeps. So hang tight.
Since switching your water source?
Before chemo changed my water, my blood work was like 400 or 500.
So your blood sugar was about 400 or 500?
Yes. And then once I changed my water, now it gradually went down to 200.
Unbelievable. And how about the A1C?
First of all, sir, no hate to either of these two, honestly, but changing your water source is not going to change the measurement of glucose attached to hemoglobin. What? That's a protein. It's a constituent of your blood, essentially. So that's not how that works. There had to have been other changes. Mainly, he probably was not eating as much. Why? Because if he's drinking more water, if he's conscious about drinking more water, you're not going to eat as much food. Right? Y'all are tracking this? So to say that water has impacted his hemoglobin A1C levels, which, by the way, for those of you that are not medical peeps, that is basically an average measure over about a 3-month period that tells the doctor how you've been doing with your blood glucose levels. If you've been, not really monitoring it, if you've been running high, it'll show that in the A1C. It's a math equation and it shows the average over 3 months. And so water's not going to change that. Glucose is sugar that you are taking in is going to impact that.
It's like the rolling average of your blood sugar over a few months.
3.
Where was the A1C and where is it now?
It was at 12, now it's at 8.
Cool. And did you?
It was at 12 and now it's at 8. For those of you that are not medical peeps, well, for those of you that are medical peeps, an A1C of 12, whoa, that's super, super high. The average ranges are below 5.7% for an A1C. So he was over double the normal range as far as a hemoglobin A1C. I would venture to say, this is my personal opinion after working in the lab, when somebody has a really high A1C and you draw their blood and you put it in the centrifuge and you break it down and you see the serum and you see the plasma and everything else. Plasma? When you see it separated, okay, the red blood cells from the serum, when somebody has a really high cholesterol level or they have a high glucose level, that serum, which is normally like a pale straw color, is actually super thick looking. Yeah. Now think about that. And again, this is not medical advice. It's just based on my experience. Think about that when your body is trying to pump that through your veins. It makes it super hard to deliver oxygen throughout the body, right? Amongst other things and nutrients. So it's really interesting to me that he has gone from a 12% A1C to an 8. 8 is still in the diabetic range. So anything above 6.5% is typically considered diabetic. So he needs to be monitoring his sugar. And it sounds to me like he's making some of these changes, and I absolutely love it. This entire video, though, is one big health claim. You cannot say that an MLM product, that any product really has, unless there's data, unless there's research, unless there's studies that have been done that show it with concrete evidence that this product can help with diabetes. And guess who's going to put those products out? Right, the big farm companies, right? Do you think for 1 second that an MLM product that could potentially, according to him, help with hemoglobin A1C, that big farm isn't going to say, hey, I'm going to need to grab that because we're going to sell that, we're going to make a lot of money? they're gonna grab that. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't make any sense to me. So let's just keep going.
Change anything else about your lifestyle besides the water?
No, not at all.
Got it. And aside,
You didn't change anything except the water. So you're not eating less. You're probably not consuming as much sugar. Come on.
from the the blood work, how have you been feeling day to day? As far as your sleep and your energy.
If his hemoglobin has gone, or his A1C has gone from 12 to 8%, he probably has more energy. He's probably sleeping a little bit better. He probably is thinking a little bit clearer because his body is not inundated. He still has a very high blood glucose level. I would love to see his glucose levels. But guys, I don't like this.
And just your well-being.
My sleeping, I got a lot better. And then I have a lot more energy when I wake up.
Right. And, Arvin's a very busy barber, and
Love
he's a
that.
very good, honest friend of mine. He's somebody that I know I can call on and get together with. And we all need people like that in our life.
What does that have to do with this product unless you're trying to validate what he's saying? And in my opinion, if you are having to defend what's being said, like, hey, trust me on this one. This is, I wouldn't lie to you. Trust me. If you have to say that, you know what I mean?
Life. So let me show you why his body has been feeling better and his blood work has improved. We'll take a
Show us
look
the
at
health
that
claims.
next.
Roll the tape.
This is what I used to drink. Nobody told me what it was causing me health problems.
First of all, let's look what he is comparing. Now, remember at the beginning of this video, he said, I haven't made any changes. He is pouring a bottle of water. They're going to test the alkalinity of it. However, look what he's comparing it to. He's comparing it to Arizona green tea, right? Let's just look up really quickly how much sugar is in Arizona green tea. Hold on, and I'm gonna check this out. Okay, so I don't know what size bottle that is. I'm gonna guess that it's probably their 16.9 ounce bottle. And when you look at these ingredients, this has 34 grams of sugar. So I'm wondering if in this video he's going to say, okay, here's an example of, water that I was drinking all the time. Here's an example of green tea that I was drinking all the time. That green tea has 34 grams of sugar. For somebody that's diabetic, y'all can sound off in the comments. I'm not even going to say anymore. If he stopped drinking just that Arizona green tea, especially if he was drinking it multiple times a day, thinking it was a good thing, that's going to drop his A1C.
I used to think this used to be healthy for me, but
It is. It's water.
Just a bottle of sugar.
Bottle of acidic sugar. Drinks cost Arvin a lot of money over the years. And the bisphenol A, the cancerous plastic on the outside, that's just part of the reason it's been causing health problems for so many people.
Cite your sources, because there has been zero significant legitimate studies that show that drinking alkaline water is going to help with any of the things that you are claiming.
This meter shows the positive number. The positive number demonstrates that it's oxidizing you, aging you, making your cells more inflamed. Check out.
Again, cite your sources. Where does it come from? Your company?
This green tea right here. That high positive number. Not long after switching.
Let's just skip over the part that there's so much. You got the label in front of you there. You didn't make any changes. This was something that he was drinking before. He cut it out. That's going to impact your blood sugar.
Switching Arvin's water, he was sleeping better, had more energy, and then some months later, his blood work started to change. If you follow my other videos, you know this is an acidic color. The stuff right here, it just gets more orange. But this right here is the real good pH for your body. Parts per hydrogen. That's why you see a little bit of cloudiness in the water. Active hydrogen. That is the only reason that this medical grade water has been helping Arvin.
The only reason? You sure about that? Did he keep a diary of what he was eating? Did he keep a diary of what he was drinking? Did you actually do like a legitimate study? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're just trying to sell your overhyped, super expensive water filters. Good try.
Notice how the color changed? Kind of shady. But when I add this to it, your body's 70% water. This water is so small and tiny, and this is one of the other secret reasons nobody will tell you. It's so tiny, it gets deep into your cells.
It's a secret thing nobody else will tell us. So only you, the person that is selling these water filters, only you are going to be the one to tell us, right? Oh my God.
And flushes out the toxins and reinvigorates your health.
You know what else flushes out toxins? Drinking water in general flushes the toxins. Yeah.
If you want more info on this, just shoot us a DM. Thank you, Arvin.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
I can't with that. All right, let's talk about it. We talked about the A1C levels. I've provided the link for more information when it comes to A1C, the tests, what it tests for. That's in the CDC link in my video description. I can't with these. Also, according to healthline.com, this is where they are giving a lot of information and explaining alkaline water. Also, some of the things that they say, the claims that are made, is pro-aging properties via liquid antioxidants that absorb more quickly into the human body, kind of what he was alluding to there. Colon cleansing properties, immune system support. We hear MLMs talk about that all the time. Hydration, skin health, other detoxifying properties, weight loss, and cancer resistance. However, according to healthline.com, despite the lack of proven scientific research, proponents of alkaline water still believe in its proposed health benefits. The benefits are what I just said. They also argue that soft drinks, which are notoriously acidic, have very positive ORPs. ORPs is what he was testing with the little meter thing, which lead to many health problems, while properly ionized and alkalized water have highly negative ORPs. Green tea is rich in antioxidants and has a slightly negative ORP. Isn't that interesting that they list that on the website and that was what he was listing or showing in the video? That's so interesting to me. So there's not enough scientific research to back this up, meaning they need to do more studies. They need actual evidence showing that the alkaline water can do any of these things, if at all, but there's not enough data out there to show that, hey, this is the case. So the fact that he's making these health claims, number one, not okay. This video will be sent to the FTC because those are health and medical claims that you cannot make, especially when you're saying that your Enagic water brought his A1C to 12%, from 12% to 8%. You can't say that. That's a medical claim. So we can't do that. Anyways, now that we've talked about that, I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about the income disclosure statement, because in my opinion, this is just somebody that is trying to sell an overpriced product for his personal gain. We see it all the time. So let's check out the income disclosure statement, and I'm going to put it up here so you guys can check it out. And I've also provided the link in the video description so that you can see that there. Okay, let's talk about it. Editing Aaron, cut out all that blank space. All right, let's talk about it. This income disclosure statement is from 2020. It's the most recent one that I have been able to find. And my favorite thing is to go right to the chart. Yes, there's going to be a lot of information in the paragraphs and stuff, but it says in 2020, 50% of Enagic distributors made more than $440, and the other half made less. 60%, 66% in parentheses, of all Enagic distributors made less than $1,000 in 2020. They made less than, what is that, 80 bucks a month? 66%. So they have, these ranks are so weird. They have 12 ranks. And in 2020, the first rank, 1A, there was 13,747 people. And I apologize for not having this on the screen. It's not cooperating with me, so bear with me. But I have provided it in the video description for you guys to check out. 56.73% of distributors are at that rank. And the median, which is the most accurate provided by the company, was $285. And I believe this is annual. So that's interesting. The next rank, 4,105 of the distributors were at the second rank, and it makes up 16.94% of the company, and the median amount earned was $680. The next rank, 1,497 are at this rank in 2020, and it makes up 6.18% of the company. So here we have, we're at, what is this, 56, 66, roughly 70 and some change percent of the company that are making less than $1,445 or $1,445 or less. That's how I should have worded that, in the year. This sounds like a scam. Let's go right to the top rank. So then you have the top rank. The number of distributors at this rank are three people. And 0.01% is the percentage of distributors at this rank. So 3 people out of the entire company are at this rank. And I wonder if they got in early. I bet you they did. Then what is the income that they're making? I'm so glad you asked. The median amount earned was $1,715,931. So you go from $285 for the year to $1.7 million. And why? Probably because they got in early. Probably because they recruited a ton of people. They are at the top of the pyramid, and that's why they're making that kind of money. I just feel like it's really important for us to talk about the income disclosure statements when the companies have them. Not all companies have them. And if you are somebody that is looking at joining an MLM, that is the question that I suggest that you ask. Can I see the income disclosure statement? If they don't have one, I would run the other direction, because there's no telling how much money people are losing. And in fact, the FTC says that 99.7% of people in MLMs lose money or don't make any at all. So shout out to the person that sent me this video. You know who you are. I appreciate you so much. I have been wanting to film this one for a number of reasons. One, I think that the military families, veterans, are definitely preyed upon in multi-level marketing companies because they are looking for a sense of community. They're looking for making some additional income. They are extremely hardworking people, and I think it's absolutely vile. The thing that that really bothers me about this video is the fact that he is preying on the health of this fellow veteran, and I think that that's disgusting. The water is not going to change your hemoglobin A1C. Less intake of sugar is going to impact your hemoglobin A1C. So, yikes. Yikes. If you see this guy on TikTok, report him, because he does some crazy stuff on TikTok. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. If you love the video today, give me a big thumbs up. Appreciate you. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be awesome. And don't join an MLM. Okay? Don't do that. Yeah. All right. Thanks for being here, friends, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.